Prompt framework, ROSES. The ROSES framework is a method in prompt engineering designed to help users create detailed, structured, and contextually rich prompts. Each letter in ROSES represents a specific component of prompt design: role, objective, structure, examples, and scope. This framework aims to optimize prompt quality by ensuring that each prompt contains clear instructions, context, and formatting cues to guide AI models toward generating precise and relevant responses. Here's an in-depth explanation of each component in the ROSES framework and how to apply them effectively.
Role. The role component assigns a particular persona or function to the AI, directing it to respond as if it were a specific professional, character, or expert. Assigning a role helps the AI adopt an appropriate tone, level of knowledge, and language style, making responses more aligned with specific needs. Role specification is essential when an authoritative, professional, or unique perspective is required, such as legal advice, historical analysis, or creative storytelling. How to define role in a prompt. Clearly specify the role, such as act as a historian, play the role of a customer support agent, or respond as a digital marketing expert. Add relevant attributes to the role if needed, like an empathetic psychologist or an experienced financial advisor. Choose roles that align with the nature of the task and audience expectations. Example, prompt with role defined. You are a travel expert specializing in budget-friendly European vacations. Recommend 3 affordable travel destinations in Europe and explain why they're worth visiting. Outcome with ChatGPT 4.0. Objective. The objective component specifies the main goal or purpose of the prompt. It clarifies what the user hopes to achieve with the AI's response, such as providing information, generating ideas, or producing a structured list. By defining the objective, users ensure that the AI's response remains focused and relevant to the task at hand. Objectives help in reducing ambiguity and making the output more purpose-driven. How to define the objective in a prompt. State the intended outcome or purpose, such as provide a detailed explanation, generate creative ideas, or list key points. Use verbs that convey the action required, such as explain, summarize, suggest, or compare. Ensure that the objective aligns with both the task's purpose and the audience's needs. Example, prompt with objective specified. As a nutritionist, explain the benefits of incorporating more plant-based foods into one's diet, specifically for individuals looking to improve heart health. Outcome with ChatGPT 4.0. Structure. The structure component gives the AI guidance on the format, layout, or organization of the response. Structure may include the number of sections, use of bullet points, headings, or specific formats like lists or paragraphs. Defining structure helps ensure that the response is organized and easy to follow. Structure is especially useful for complex answers that require a logical flow or for outputs that need to adhere to specific formatting standards, like reports or summaries. How to define structure in a prompt. Specify sections or parts, such as introduction, body, and conclusion. Indicate preferred formats, like bullet points, numbered lists, or step-by-step explanations. Include instructions on the length of each section if relevant, such as 2 to 3 sentences per point. Example, prompt with structure specified. Write a summary of the benefits of remote work in 3 sections. 1. Introduction. Introduce the topic of remote work. Term. Main benefits. List 3 key advantages with explanations. 3. Conclusion. Briefly restate the overall impact on productivity and work-life balance. Outcome with ChatGPT 4.0. Examples. The examples component involves providing sample responses, phrases, or specific instructions on the style and format of the expected answer. Examples serve as templates, illustrating the type of response users are looking for. Examples reduce ambiguity and provide the AI with a clear reference for what a good response should look like. This can be particularly helpful when the desired style or tone is unique, or when the response needs to follow a specific format. How to use examples in a prompt. Offer sample sentences, phrases, or structures that reflect the expected output style. Use example formats or sample structures to guide the AI in formatting the response. Clearly explain what is expected if multiple interpretations are possible, using phrases like "follow this example format," "example prompt," with examples provided. As a travel writer, describe a day in Rome for a first-time visitor. Here's an example format. Morning. Start with a popular attraction and breakfast spot. Afternoon. Recommend lunch options and must-see sites. Evening. Suggest dinner and nightlife options. Outcome. With ChatGPT 4.0. Scope. The scope component defines the boundaries or limitations of the response. Scope may include length constraints, the depth of information required, or limitations on certain topics or details. By establishing scope, users prevent the AI from producing responses that are too broad, detailed, or off-topic. Scope helps keep the response concise, relevant, and aligned with user expectations. How to define scope in a prompt. Specify word count or sentence limits, like respond in 100 words, or give a brief answer. Indicate the level of depth required, such as high-level overview or detailed explanation. Mention any areas to avoid if relevant, like focus only on recent events, or do not cover historical aspects. Example prompt with scope defined. Provide a brief 100-word summary on the benefits of daily exercise, focusing only on mental health benefits. Do not cover physical health aspects. Outcome with ChatGPT 4.0. Applying the ROSES framework together. Using all 5 components in the ROSES framework can create a detailed, precise, and tailored prompt. Here's an example that incorporates each part. Prompt. You are a seasoned financial advisor, role, writing a short article to help recent college graduates. Scope. Understand the basics of budgeting. Your objective, is to make financial planning accessible and engaging for young adults just starting their careers. Organize the article into 3 sections. 1. Introduction. Explain why budgeting is essential. 2. Steps to create a budget. List and explain each step. Conclusion. Give final tips for sticking to a budget. Structure. Here's an example phrase to begin each section. Starting with a clear understanding of your income. Examples. Outcome with ChatGPT 4.0. Benefits of the ROSES framework. Each component in ROSES provides guidance that reduces ambiguity and clarifies the prompt's intent, leading to more accurate AI outputs. By defining role and scope, the framework ensures that the response aligns closely with the audience's needs and the task's objective. The structure and examples components enable prompts to produce outputs that are organized and stylistically consistent with user expectations. With well-defined objectives and scope, the AI can focus on the essential information, avoiding unnecessary details and staying relevant to the prompt. Summary. The ROSES framework offers a comprehensive guide for prompt engineering by addressing role, objective, structure, examples, and scope. These elements ensure that prompts are clear, focused, and aligned with both user intent and audience expectations. By applying ROSES, prompt engineers can design prompts that yield high-quality, relevant, and structured responses across a wide range of tasks, from professional advice and educational content to creative writing and problem solving. Have you tried the Roses framework? Share your experiences in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more insights on AI prompting and content creation.